whatever you need to do, but do it quietly.
Discretion's my middle name.
Yeah, right.
Get ready for NCIS Season 22, Burning Questions and New Faces. As the highly anticipated Season 22 of NCIS approaches, fans are buzzing with excitement and intrigue. What are the 5 burning questions that need answers in the premiere? Will our favorite characters face unexpected twists, or will new alliances shift the dynamics forever? Meanwhile, the franchise expands with NCIS Origins, introducing a fresh cast to explore the roots of the beloved series. Who are these new characters, and how will they intertwine with the established universe? Don't miss out on the drama, revelations, and fresh beginnings. Dive into the full story to find out what's in store for NCIS fans. Hey, lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Shows Update. NCIS Origins Cast Guide. Meet the newest NCIS franchise additions. As NCIS Origins gets ready to premiere, meet the cast of the new prequel spin-off. NCIS Origins is about to premiere. Here's a look at who's who in the newest NCIS spin-off. A new NCIS show is always a big deal for fans of the franchise. The fan base is still smarting from the unexpected cancellation of NCIS Hawaii after 3 seasons, with NCIS Sydney returning for Season 2. Much bigger is NCIS Origins, which has already been nicknamed Young Gibbs, with Mark Harmon returning as Jethro Gibbs but only as narrator. The series is set in 1991 when Gibbs was still a young agent and NCIS itself was just coming to be. The show will have the agents trying to do their jobs without the modern tech of the internet, cell phones and more, and compellingly addressing a far different culture. It looks like an intriguing prequel series, so here's a quick look at the cast. Leroy Jethro Gibbs. This is a much different Gibbs than the one fans know. He's mourning his late wife and daughter, still rather reckless in the field and hasn't quite made up his list of rules just yet. Seeing how he develops into the Gibbs we know and love will be the core of the series and make for an intriguing watch. While Harmon will narrate as the older Gibbs, Austin Stoll plays the younger version, having appeared in Whiplash and The Hating Game, and looks ready for the challenge of bringing a new version of the iconic character to life. Special Agent Lala Dominguez, Mariel Molino. A former member of the Marines, Lala has joined NCIS and faces the challenge that in the early 1990s, a woman in a male-dominated field was often ignored. Thus, Lala will have to work harder to prove herself and earn respect to show she's more than just the team's errand girl. Dominguez has under her belt some short-lived shows like The Promised Land and The Watchful Eye and looks to bring a fun young presence to the series. Special Agent Mike Franks, Kyle Schmid. Fans loved Mike Franks, the retired boss who still treated Gibbs like a probie. He'll naturally be a big part of the prequel series, and it'll be fun seeing Franks, already a grizzled veteran who likes Gibbs but takes a hard line in teaching him the ropes. It should be a turn on the older dynamic, and seeing Gibbs being bossed around will be a departure. Taking on the role, Kyle Schmid is a veteran actor with credits including Being Human, Six, Big Sky and films like A History of Violence. That gives him the clout to bring Franks to life and put his own stamp on the fan-favorite character. Special Agent Vera Strickland, Diane Rodriguez. Fans remember Vera Strickland, played by Roma Mafia, as a no-nonsense agent who seemed to have an interesting past with Gibbs. The version we meet here is younger but still has that tough attitude, working with Franks and clashing a bit with Gibbs. Diane Rodriguez has experience with the franchise, having guest starred on NCIS New Orleans. She's also had prime roles on The Outsiders and The Blacklist and just came off a turn in Twisted Metal. Not to mention she has a good resemblance to Mafia and seems set to delve more into the popular character. Officer Mary Jo Sullivan. With the title of a Field Operations Support Officer, Mary Jo Sullivan describes herself as head secretary in charge. She's described as the mama bear of the team and seems to fill the ducky role of the veteran giving advice to others. While not a full agent, Sullivan has plenty of connections to help the team get information and is their secret weapon in cracking cases while preferring to be under the radar with their bosses. Tyla Abercrombie is known for her turns in the Chi and Shrink and has the fun, sassy attitude to make the character likely to break out and become just as beloved for fans as Ducky was. Jackson Gibbs, Robert Taylor. The series producers promised to answer the apparent continuity error in how Gibbs' father shows up when the main series said the pair hadn't talked in decades. Robert Taylor, who starred in Longmire, will take over the role, played on the main series by the late Ralph Waite, in a recurring turn that promises to delve more into this very complex father-son relationship. Cliff Walker, Patrick Fischler. The head of the NCIS Pendleton office, Cliff Walker looks to be a tough boss who may not be ready for the changes of the 1990s and Gibbs' tough attitude. Having appeared in NCIS, Hawaii, Patrick Fischler, who's also starred in Lost and Mad Men, takes on the role of the team boss. Special Agent Granville Granny Dawson, Daniel Bellamy. A young agent who handles evidence and records, Granny likely gets ribbing on his name as he tries to rise up in the ranks. Daniel Bellamy takes on the role after minor roles in FBI, International and Blue Bloods, among other series, Special Agent Benjamin Randy Randolph, Caleb Martin Foote. The golden boy of the office, Randy starts off showing Gibbs the ropes and it's quite likely that he's going to act like Gibbs is a lackey only to be shown up by him. Foote is known for turns in American Horror Story and other shows that should play on how he thinks he's the hero of a different show. Chief Medical Examiner Kai Blackrock, Julian Black Antelope. The M.E. for the team, Kai fills the always reliable role of the coroner, but there's the touch in how he lacks the technology of a modern NCIS show and so the morgue scenes won't be quite as spotless as fans are used to. Julian Black Antelope is known for Western shows like Tribal to make the role notable. The comic relief of the show, Woody is the director of the forensics lab which, again, won't be as high-tech as the one of current NCIS shows. Bobby Moynihan is known for his long stint on Saturday Night Live, proving he's got the comedic chops to make this small role a breakout one and add some levity to the plot. Dr. Lenora Friedman, Lori Petty. A seasoned pathologist for the San Diego Medical Examiner's Office, Lenora will appear in a recurring turn aiding the team. Lori Petty has been a veteran movie and TV star with top credits such as A League of Their Own, Orange is the New Black, Station 11 and many more. She's going to be just a minor recurring role but bring some unique star power to the series. 5 burning questions the NCIS Season 22 premiere needs to answer. NCIS Season 22 is almost here. There are so many things we're looking forward to. Here are 5 of the most burning questions that need to be answered when the show premieres. NCIS Season 22 is just weeks away from premiering and there is so much to be excited for as we learn more about what awaits us. From Jessica Knight still being a part of the show to the latest information on the characters, we're looking forward to what the new season has to offer. Especially with the premiere coming up, there are a few questions we want answered in the season opener. Of course, there is always a chance the mysteries we're looking to solve won't be completely clear by the end of the show's first hour. However, they are the ones we are most curious about. Plus, the trailer for the new season also left us with some burning questions to prepare for in the midst of the season coming closer and closer. We know it is unlikely all of our questions will be answered in the premiere. Otherwise, it would make for a very short season. At any rate, this is what we are curious about based on both the Season 21 finale, interviews, and the trailer for Season 22. Will Jessica Knight return to her team? Now that we know for sure Knight will be back, this doesn't necessarily mean she will be with the team once again. Right now, she is working as a training officer. However, it looks like something happens at work that will lead her to seek help from her former team. Will this end up leading towards a reconciliation? Why is the NCIS team so fractured? Because of Knight leaving, there is one less person in the bullpen working with Alden Parker, Tim McGee, and Nick Torres. But based on information released so far, McGee might be looking at another job opportunity while Torres is once again going rogue in the wake of another team member leaving. As we know, the team will likely come back together, but how long will we have to wait before seeing everyone come back together? What is the status of Palmer and Knight's relationship? We know based on interviews that the couple has split up, but there is a likelihood of them getting back together. But are they talking at all, and are they willing to see each other again? How are they holding up in the wake of being broken up? It looks like one person is at least rooting for them, and that's Palmer's daughter, Victoria. Who is the mole at NCIS? The NCIS trailer mentioned there was a mole at headquarters. Even though it is possible that this will be a season-long arc, since it was teased already, we could see an answer to that in the premiere. And if there is a mole, what kind of information led to their discovery? Who is Lily? While this question is one we've been curious about when it comes to the subject of Alden Parker, we know that this might be one of those arcs that will be solved a little later rather than earlier. Lily appeared to Parker while he was hallucinating during an injury in the Season 6 finale. Once he was in the hospital, he told Knight he didn't know who she was. We're for sure going to find out who she is, but when is another story altogether. Either way, finding out the connection to Lily in regards to Parker is something we're looking forward to. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.